Hey friend, it's Brian here. Look, I hope that you guys are safe right now. Hey to many of my old friends, good friends, best friends. Thank you for coming on back. Hey to any new friends that's joining us. Thank you for being here. In the world, if you're watching in the present day and things are still going crazy, just be safe, y'all. I'm stuck in my room. I'm pretty sure I'm quarantined here. I'm in America, in the United States. I'm also in Louisiana, and I live in New Orleans, and I'm quarantined here. It's pretty serious here. Not saying it's not serious everywhere, but we have a high rate of cases here. So just be safe where you are, okay? I'm Brian. I hope I said that. And what I usually do is I get together with my friends and we hang out on this YouTube thing and we watch music. So right now we're stuck, we're quarantined, and you may feel like this. You obviously can't escape the places that you're in, and you may feel disconnected. And we've always chose music to be connected because it's such a great way, a universal way to connect each other. And then it's also our way that we escape. So since we can't escape physically, we can escape mentally, we can escape spiritually, and we can be connected through music. So we're going to be checking out, I was going to say Daryl Ong, some girl named Kayla, and a boy named Bobby, and they're singing SWV Week. So in week times, we rely on our friends. So let's hit the subscribe button, let's be friends, and let's check out the video. I'm not sitting, I'm standing. I'm kind of digging that little beat, the music of it. I like that.
I don't know what it is that you've done to me.
Okay.
But it's caused me to act in such a crazy way.
Come on, run.
Whatever it is that you do when you do what you're doing. Baby, it's a feeling that I don't understand. 'Cause my heart starts beating triple time with thoughts of loving you on my mind. Can't figure out just what to do when the cause and cure is you. I get so weak in the knees, I can hardly speak. I lose all control, and something takes all of me. In the days you're not so amazing, it's not a thing. I want you to stay with me by my side. I swallow my pride. Your love is so sweet, it knocks me right off of my feet. Can't explain what your love that makes me weak.
I like that.
Time after time after time I've tried to fight it, but your love is strong, it keeps on holding on. Resistance is down when you're around, starts fading.
Okay.
In my condition, I don't want to be alone. 'Cause my heart starts beating triple time with thoughts of loving you on my mind. I can't figure out just what to do when the cause and cure is you. I get so weak in the knees, I can hardly speak. I lose all control, and something takes over me in the days, and it's so amazing. It's not a speech, I wish you stay with me by my side. I swallow my pride. Your love is so sweet, it knocks me right off of my feet. Can't explain why your love, it makes me weak.
Your love makes me weak.
I try so hard
Your love is so sweet, it knocks me right off of my feet. Can't explain why your love it makes me. Can't explain why your love it makes me.
Okay. Good ending. Let's talk about it. I'm gonna have to sit for a second. There are things I liked. There are things I didn't like. Okay, we're just gonna we're gonna be honest. There are things I liked. There are things I didn't like. I'm gonna put this down so you can see me. So first off, they have incredible voices. They have incredible voices. Incredible voices. That ending towards the end, the belting, they were killing it. What I didn't like, first, there's one thing that I didn't like has nothing to do with them, per se, and it was the music in the background. And in particular, it was during the second verse or Kayla's part. It started to become distracting. There was like an additional sounds that came in that's not in the song, and it was very distracting. And it kind of, and I guess they're interpreting it in their own way. It's not necessary, but I understand you wanted to do something different to make it your own. But I didn't like that choice. I did like whenever the "can't explain why your love makes me," that part, when it got really like a it got louder and it sounded like a band, like a live band. I liked that a lot. But I wish somehow that the vibe of that could have been incorporated somehow more so in the music. Maybe not, that vibe, not necessarily that sound, but the vibe of it, the sound too, basically, not the in volume, but the sound in style. Yeah, they sounded great, but that part, that kind of, and it distracted me a little bit. And then here's the other thing. I think their groove comes in them being good singers, right? So I felt like they were connected best when they were belting. They were in the pocket of it. They were in control of it and over the song and in their voices. They were just in it when they were belting. But they were belting more so towards the end of the song. So in the beginning of the song, though they sounded good, it wasn't my favorite part of the song because I felt like there were runs that didn't need to be there. Just being honest with you, 'cause I would have rather them being in the. Okay, I watched Kel sing it, and what I liked about Kel singing the song was that he has a certain swag that allowed him to be in the pocket of the song the whole way through, and I felt like their version was very sweeter. Which is, there's nothing wrong with that, but I felt like the swag worked better than the sweetness, the sweet interpretation of it. It sounded sweeter, it was sung sweeter, and there was just runs in there. And instead of the runs, I personally would have rather them just follow the groove more. And if they were to run, not make them so hard of runs, because they were very strong runs. And I feel like it wasn't really necessary, especially when you were going to work up to that really, really nice big climaxes like they had. That's just me personally. That's just me personally. So that's how I felt. But I did like it. But I do prefer Kel's version. Sorry, Bugard. Sorry, Bugard. I prefer Kel's version. But he does have a nice voice, and it would have been great if they could have merged it. If Kel could have really handled the first verse. Bugoy's tiny. Bugoy. Have I been saying Bugoy? I meant Daryl. Daryl could have handled, the climax. I did like Daryl's climax a lot. So I wish I could have merged the worlds together. And Kayla sounded good. She had a nice voice, but the music was distracting me at points during her verse. But towards the end, she was killing it. So That's my little take on it. Y'all stay safe, and I'm gonna see you in the next video. That's where I'll be. Peace.